welcome to the third video in this series for just quick little things that can help you with your anxiety relief. So we're going to look at disassociation and association for anxiety relief. So first of all, anxiety, again, we've discussed this before, is based in the future. So it's, it's terrible, this is going to happen, and it's all going to be doom. And it isn't. But in that state, it's very difficult to get out of it. And that is because you're associating to it. And that means that you're actually seeing it, you're seeing the image or the movie or the scene through your own eyes. So you're physically experiencing it. And the problem with anxiety is it builds. So you keep experiencing it over and over and over again. So when you disassociate from a scene, that means you're in a different perspective. And you can also actually watch yourself in the scene, but it does feel like you could watch in a movie, and that's disassociation. However, when you watch sort of a horror movie, what can happen is, even if you're not watching it, you can associate with it, because what happens is that you think that you're experiencing what's in the movie. So that's another level of association. So when you disassociate, it relieves the emotion. When you associate, it makes the situation a lot worse, and it builds the emotion. So what we're going to look at is your body posture, or it's your physiology. And this is where association and disassociation will work as well, because your body posture can actually create disassociation for you, so you don't need to. So this shows you how your body position can change your mental state. So if you're slumped over and you're all fed up and you're walking about looking at the floor, then that's going to be your emotional state. So this is a very quick thing that you can do. It's just an easy process, and it works really quickly. There's another one that you can do that isn't actually written here, but we can just add to it as well. So when you sit back in a hard back chair, so basically sit yourself back in the chair, but don't sit too close to the edge of the back of the chair. So there should be a gap where you could get your hand into the back of the chair. And then what you want to do is lean back into the chair. And when you lean back, there should be a space between the chair. And then just sort of like defocus your eyes. Just gently focus your eyes. So you're not really straining. You're just like kind of focused. Lift your chin up and lift your head backwards. And this creates a disassociated state. So you're sitting back. You're leaning back, not sitting back, I apologise. And your head is lifting or tilted up. So your head is right back. Make sure it is right back, and you're just lifting it up. And that's a disassociated state, and that will happen quite quickly. And again, that's because it just creates a disassociation in your body from the experience that you're having right now. And it really does work. And all it does is it disassociates the emotion from the moment. But again, just keep trying it. Don't forget. So hard back chair, gap between, lean back. So your shoulders are touching the back of the chair, but your back isn't. Then tilt your chin and make sure your back of your head lifts up and you're looking upwards. If you can actually look backwards, that's also really good as well, but don't strain your eyes. The idea is to not be straining in this particular situation. And it will relieve the situation. It will relieve the emotion, not the situation. But it will relieve the emotion fairly quickly. But the downside to it is it may not last. You may have the experience again. Something else might kick that experience back in, so you have to go back and do it again. And again, this is quite easy to do at work, or if you're in a social situation. No one really knows what you're doing. It could be like you can falsify a stretch or something. Work. So disassociation is really good for eliminating fears and phobias. It's very effective. Because in disassociation, again, you have the opportunity to step back and see it from somebody else's perspective. For an example, this really works. So, for example, you could use this in a social situation, or if you're giving a presentation or anything. But let's just say you had a particular fear of driving a particular car on a particular road, and you didn't want to do that because it just didn't feel safe for you. What you can imagine is you're on the side of that road watching you inside that car drive that car on that particular road. Just watch yourself doing it, and do it watch it do it about 7 or 8 times, and it really works. And again, presentations, so imagine sitting there watching yourself give the presentation, and this really works, it really does. And just another quick one as well is exercise is key. Exercise is really, really good for getting rid of anxiety. And if you're suffering with a bit of anxiety of an evening or first thing in the morning, I mean, probably works better in the evening, but just do some jumping jacks or some push-ups or run on the spot for a bit. Anything, or burpees, anything that requires that really quick amount of energy. Do it for a little bit of time, and that can also help as well. So there you've got quite a few little things that you could do if you're suffering in the middle of the night that might help you. So you can sit in the chair, you can do the dissociation technique that way. You can also just basically see yourself in that situation panicking, or you might not be panicking, you might be ruminating thoughts or whatever it is that you're experiencing right now, and you can just see yourself doing that. Just stand back and see yourself. And it's completely different. It's just a completely different perspective, and it really works. Now, if that doesn't work, then just 10 burpees. Just do them as quick as you can. Get them out and just see what happens. And these things all just help to tire out and do it. And I've got other videos as well that show you different techniques that work. For example, if you watch one of my videos on your meridian points, so there are certain points in your feet and certain points on your wrists that are excellent. While you're watching, I don't know, whatever you're watching on TV, of an evening Coronation Street or something, or EastEnders, terrible. But if you are watching that, then why not just sit there and just dig deep into those meridian points? That's really effective as well. But it all is dependent on when you experience anxiety. And some of the times the anxiety is caused by a situation, so maybe you're at work and these things you can't do. But you can do the dissociation techniques at work. They will work for you because you can basically just imagine it while you're sitting there. So you can just imagine if you're in a meeting and you think, oh, this is too much. Or you could just imagine yourself watching yourself in the meeting with everybody else sitting there. And that will help with disassociation. Or if you can't lean back, just raise your head, and that'll start off some of the disassociation for you. So again, I hope this helped. And once again, I've created a PDF of this. It's not really an ebook, it is just a PDF of this particular show that you've just seen with me talking about it right now. So you're more than welcome to that. So just hit the link below, get it, and you can have everything that I produce from this point going forward. Anything that can help. Put a comment below if it helped. If it didn't and you tried it, put a comment in and I'll get back to you and we'll see why it didn't work. Because once again, we're all different, but these techniques are right out of several NLP books and NLP research that I've completed over the years and years and years. It got me through exam stress, it got me through presenting in front of people, silly little things like that, that you just need to do at certain points in your life. When you're younger, you need to be able to do that. So try it, see if it works. And thanks very much for watching, and I really do hope it helps, and I do hope you feel better today. Thank you.